Hello there friends, and in this video I'm gonna show you how I actually make the videos I do on YouTube. At this point I'm making a lot of PlanetSide 2 videos, but the thing is you can apply everything I'm gonna talk about in any other situation you might have on any other game for that matter. So let's start. So at first, how do I capture the game footage I have? For a long time I used Fraps, which is really good and easy to use software, but recently I have come across a really good and better software called Bandicam. The difference between Fraps and Bandicam is quite significant, I would say. Well, the first big difference I noticed when I played and recorded with Bandicam, it had more frames per second than with Fraps. So basically I could make better gameplay with Bandicam than with Fraps. But the difference is also in the fact that Fraps records in, well, I would say bigger format or not so compressed format or better quality or something. So the thing is, Bandicam records in a smaller format, therefore consuming less of your hard drive. So I would say that Bandicam consumed at least 10 times less than Fraps, and therefore made more space for me to record. But the thing is, since I have a lot of space in my computer, I don't have to worry about that. But for you guys, it might be actually crucial. I also have to mention that Bandicam has a lot more options than Fraps. For example, Fraps cannot record Windows Desktop, but Bandicam can. And actually, I'm currently recording everything you can see with Bandicam. So moving on, what do I do after I have recorded those gameplays or whatever? Well, for some gameplays I don't really have to do anything, just to throw in some extra things and voila, I have a video. For other things I have to massively edit, and for that I'm using Sony Vegas Pro. And of course I'm using Pro because it has more options than any other type of Sony Vegas, like Platinum or whatever. And here are a few tips and tricks I learned through watching other people's videos on YouTube there, or learned myself. So first two things you can find in properties of every video when you have placed it in the timeline. So the first thing first, right click on the video, properties, and then disable resample. Basically what it does, well, actually, I can't really explain what it does because I'm not so technical on editing or anything, but just watch on the comparison on the video. So after that's out of the way, you can disable the aspect ratio, or maybe leave it in if you like. All it does is just make the video stretch till the borders of the video template or the final video which you will render out, so it doesn't have those lines on the sides. Next we have Shift B combination. All it does is basically pre-render the small portion of the video that you have selected. This combination will always be helpful if your preview window is lagging on some parts of the video. And the last step is to increase your render speed or decrease the render time. So select everything you want to render, then go to File, Render As. My recommendation is to render in 720p at best, because it's not too heavy, and then again it's in good quality, I think. But before you start rendering, to increase the speed you're rendering on, and of course obviously decrease the time you're rendering in, I would recommend you to go and customize the template, and then look for encode mode on the bottom of this page. And in this option select OpenCL if available. All it will do is basically enable your GPU to start working with CPU to make your rendering go faster. Without this option, your render times for 10-second video will be about minute. But if you're rendering with this option enabled, your render times might even be less than 10 seconds. And so let's move on to audio editing software. For this I use Audacity. It's free software which you can all use and download, and it's quite simple to use as well. And yes, it's true that you can edit your audio in Sony Vegas, but in Sony Vegas, the thing is you have to record your voice before you are editing, and therefore you have to waste space. But in Audacity, you have only to edit and then you can extract the complete audio without any slip-ups or anything. Basically in this software you can do quite a lot of things. You can add some effects or cancel out noise which you have by default on your microphone in case it's not so good. And after all, if you're making tutorials like this one or similar ones, Audacity will come in real handy, I can tell you that. And next, well, we have some image editing software, or basically Photoshop. Well, guys, I really don't think I have to explain this one. So, yeah. And after the video has been made, I am using one software to actually upload the videos, instead of going for browser and then upload through that. The software's name is Free YouTube Uploader, and the software is also free. So at one point in the YouTube career, so to speak, I had really big problems with uploading any videos. Actually, it was from the beginning. I tried to upload videos, but they didn't really come through the browser I was using, or basically had big clusterfuck with all that. So I decided to search for a software that will help me, and I come across this one. So actually, to be honest, it's free and it's easy to use. So guys, I would like you to just check it out, maybe try it, and who knows, you might like it. And my friends, this is what I go through to actually make one of those videos I'm making on, and this one as well. So if you like what I'm doing and you want to try either replicate or try to do the same, well, you can try out my methods and softwares I'm using. And so guys, if this video helped you or you simply like it, please, of course, thumbs up, comment it, and share it if possible, as well as subscribe to my channel for more interesting videos.